Some trees bloom in April, some wait until June. Neither one is late. They simply listen to a different season. Maybe your life hasn't forgotten you. Maybe it's just still becoming. If you're listening to this, I think there's something you've been carrying for a while. You watch people around you getting jobs, getting married, moving to new cities, buying homes, building lives that seem to make sense, and somewhere without even realizing it, you started believing that you're falling behind. Maybe you've opened social media and thought everyone else seems to know where they're going, or maybe someone asked, "So, what are you doing these days?" And that simple question felt heavier than it should. Not because you don't have an answer, but because you're afraid that your answer isn't enough. The strange thing about feeling left behind is that nobody teaches us how quietly it happens. It doesn't arrive all at once. It grows in tiny moments: a graduation photo, a wedding invitation, a promotion announcement, a birthday that feels less like a celebration and more like a reminder that time is moving. Eventually, you stop measuring your life by your own growth. You begin measuring it by everyone else's timeline, and without noticing, their journey becomes the ruler you use to judge your own. Imagine walking through a forest in early spring. Most of the trees have already begun to bloom. One tree hasn't. If that tree could think, maybe it would believe something was wrong with it. Maybe it would wonder why everyone else seems alive while it feels cold. But nature doesn't compare seasons. It doesn't rush flowers because another tree bloomed first. It simply allows each one to unfold when it's ready. Some trees bloom early, some bloom late, yet every spring the forest becomes beautiful because no trees are exactly alike. I wonder when we forgot to treat ourselves with the same patience. Somewhere along the way, we started believing life had a deadline, that success would happen by a certain age, that love should arrive on schedule, that purpose should already be obvious. But who decided that? Was it your heart? Or it was the world speaking so loudly that you mistook its voice for your own? Maybe you're not behind, maybe you're simply in a chapter that doesn't look impressive from the outside. Seeds spend a long time underground. From above, it looks like nothing's happening. No flowers, no branches, no proof. But beneath the surface, everything important is quietly taking shape. Roots grow before trees do, and roots are invisible. We live in a world that celebrates the visible progress, the promotion, the degree, the relationship, the destination, but it rarely celebrates the invisible work: learning to forgive yourself, starting again after failure, choosing not to give up, getting out of bed on the days nobody knows you're struggling. Those victories don't get applause, but sometimes they're the ones that change your life. If you feel behind today, I hope you stop asking, "Why am I not where they are?" and start asking, "What is this season trying to grow inside me?" Because every season has a purpose, even the quiet ones, especially the quiet ones. And one day someone will look at your life and think, "I wish I was where they are." Not because your life became perfect, but because they couldn't see the years when you questioned yourself, the years when nothing seemed to move, the years that built everything. So if today feels slow, don't mistake slow for empty. Don't mistake unseen for unworthy. And don't mistake a quiet season for a finished story. Sometimes the people who bloom the last grow roots strong enough to weather every storm. Until next time, be gentle with the season you're in. And before you leave, I'd like you to carry one question with you. If you stopped comparing your timeline to everyone else's, what would your life feels like?